LeBron James has had an unprecedented finals, one for the ages, and it's his presence that has propelled the Cleveland Cavaliers into a position of competitiveness. However, his effectiveness has been compromised by the titanic amount of minutes Coach David Blatt has been playing him. Clearly, LeBron has tired as he plays deeper into these games, unable to carry them to the win. However, when he goes to the bench, the offense does the equivalent of driving off a cliff in a car that's on fire and getting shot at by a helicopter. Without his gravity to pull defenders toward him and open up shots for teammates, and his ability to bully to the hoop on post-ups for easy scores, the Cavs have been left with very few options to get the ball in the basket against the top defense in the league. However, all that LeBron goodness on offense is wasted when he has no energy to perform in the fourth quarter. As you can see, his net rating is fine until we get to that last quarter. Of the 20 half-court possessions the Cavaliers have played without LeBron, that's right, 20 half-court possessions in 5 games, the Cavs have been a woeful 0.6 points per possession. In comparison, they have a .935 points per possession overall for the finals. With such few possessions and so little playing time, it's not a stretch to think that Blatt is making it impossible on his team to adjust to life without LeBron. In Game 2, they had success running pistol action to get Mozgov inside ball screening and rolling hard to the rim. Bogut can't smother the pass nor keep up with Mozgov's quickness and has to foul. On the next possession, Mozgov backscreens for Jones, forcing Bogut to react, clearing up room for Dellavedova to turn the corner on the gigantic screen. A nice lob forces Bogut to foul once again. While this baseline out of bounds in Game 3 wasn't pretty, let's not forget the advantage the offense has from inbounding in this position. The Cavs combat the double team by hitting Delly stepping in, and while this lob should have been shot at by hunters in the woods, Tristan Thompson is still able to hit the half hook. In Game 4, the Cavs pull out motion weak from the Spurs playbook with flex action under the hoop. This gets JR some daylight out top off the pin down, and when he compresses the defense on the drive, it allows Mozgov to swoop in and put back the offensive rebound. A few plays later, they run horns with Mozgov ball screening going to Delly's right, and that allows him to get going to the rim and draw the foul on free throws. In Game 5, they ran pistol action that gets blown up by the defense, forcing JR to isolate out top, and he makes a nice pass on the Thompson roll to the hoop. Livingston cannot handle him down there, and the Warriors are forced to foul. The Cavs then run a version of floppy called double exit, and when Shumpert passes up the quick look at a 3, the offense stalls out. Again, they set a screen for Dellavedova to go left, and while he bricks the shot, Thompson again takes advantage of David Lee to grab the rebound and get fouled, leading to one made free throw. But that was it. Those were all the possessions the Cavaliers scored points on when LeBron was on the bench. You might want to turn away as I show you some of the possessions the Cavaliers didn't score on. Often, they were left at the end of the third quarter to hold the ball for the last shot, which made little sense to me. They could have rested LeBron a few minutes before this so he could be in the game for crucial possessions like this. Instead, they asked Dellavedova to create offense out of the pick and roll, and this became the Maurice Spates fiasco. They tried running the weave to get more movement and hoped to cause some gaps in the defense. Problem is, the Warriors run this same play and are very in tune with stopping it. The Cavaliers then screwed up the initial alignment, since this weave should have had J.R. Smith receiving the last dribble pitch, not passing it. This leaves Delly to isolate, and it didn't go well. In Game 4, they ran the same play to start the fourth quarter and again bungled the initial alignment. Rather than JR getting the pitch and going to work, it ends up being Delly, who can't get anything going and ends up isolating on Draymond Green. Let's just say this didn't go well either. Can you hear me shaking my head? In Game 5, at the end of the third, they finally ran the loop for J.R. Smith. The first play all finals long without LeBron that they tried to get him coming around several screens to attack. While they couldn't get him open, it did force a mistake in the Warriors' defensive coverage as Livingston calls for the switch, but then forgets to actually switch for a second. It gets them a decent look at a corner three, but James Jones lets himself get boxed out by Curry. So there you have it, sports fans. If the Cavaliers cannot find LeBron James a few more minutes of rest in Game 6, all of his effort will be for naught as the Warriors will hoist that trophy in Cleveland. But if they can adjust their attack and find more ways to utilize their size advantage with Mozgov and the scoring ability of J.R. Smith, they might live to see a Game 7.